Hey folks, so last night when I was trying to fall asleep, I had this idea that I could to work more on my Tailwind migration, um, and I'm struggling because I really want to make sure that the workshop that this is for will work in Code Sandbox at least as much as possible. Code Sandbox has recently had a lot of trouble with running tests, which has been a real frustration, and they haven't actually mentioned mentioned that they're working on it or anything, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But in any case, I am thinking that I can make Tailwind work, like a configured version of Tailwind work in Code Sandbox and in Create React App without having to do any injection or anything, which is why it will work in Code Sandbox. So, and without having to do a separate script. So that's kind of the de facto, like all the blog posts say, you make this other script and you generate the CSS file, which you then import, and that's not what I want to do. Because that won't work in Code Sandbox. You can't run additional scripts. I mean, you could make a Code Sandbox that's a node template and then run everything, but as great as that is, it's not awesome. It's much better just to do a regular Code Sandbox. So what I'm thinking about doing, and what I'm pretty sure will work, is I can use codegen.macro, this Babel plugin macro that I created. Yeah, fun fact, I created Babel plugin macros, which is included in Create React App by default. So you can have Babel, like importable Babel transforms. And I created this Babel plugin CodeGen, which now has a macro for it, that'll generate code for you at build time. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate code that it adds an import to my file that will import the Tailwind, the built Tailwind CSS file. I'm going to build Tailwind as part of that build. So like as I'm doing the code transform, I'll run the Tailwind build and put the output file in node modules in node modules.cache. And then, then you'll just read the file from node modules. And so like you won't see any of this. All you'll see in the source code is this CodeGen thing that runs this script. But at the end of the day, it's going to be the thing that generates the CSS file that we import. And I'm 99% sure, pretty sure that Code Sandbox can handle this. So, and even if it can't, Create React App will be able to handle it, no problem. I'm pretty confident. So let's go ahead and take a look. So I've got the whole thing up here right now. I already have CodeGen installed because I'm using it for, oh, actually, no, this is a different app, so I might not have it installed. I need to just install it. CodeGen, nope. So let's install that. I need to make it a regular dependency, otherwise it won't be installed in Create React App. They only do regular dependencies, which I think is kind of weird, but I guess it makes sense. So CodeGen macro. And then, let's see, we'll do probably styles, and then tailwind.js. Wow, that was weird. I did not hit enter, but now we'll do CodeGen from CodeGen macro, and then CodeGen, and this will be module.exports, the string of code that I want inserted in this place. And then this will get removed automatically by Babel plugin macros. So the code that I want inserted, I think is actually, if we do tailwind codegen.js, and then here we'll just require that file in here, and that makes this whole thing a lot better. Here, we'll call that. Yeah, actually, CodeGen will actually automatically call this, so that'll work fine. So then we can say module.exports generate Tailwind code. Yep. Call that. And then in here, we can do anything that you can do in Node. Thanks, Yash Shuang. I don't know how to say Chinese names. Sorry. I hope that wasn't offensive. But thanks for coming. Yeah, thank you, Enrique. We'll see you around. Hey there, Henning. You've been helpful recently. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to generate the Tailwind code now. I need to figure out how to run Tailwind. And actually, I'm thinking this is going to be more generic, just like post CSS, like configured post CSS, because that's all Tailwind is a post CSS plugin. So I need to run post CSS, generate a file that'll go in node modules.cache, and then make my make my doodad. So let's figure out how post CSS works. Sweet, that is good. I was working on something else just moments before, and yeah, this is still locked. Good. This needs to actually go out though. So sorry, let me just finish up with this. There we go, no longer locked. So this one should get published. And hopefully it works. I'll keep that up so I can check on it later. Okay, so post CSS. Yeah, run post CSS node. See if we've got docs in here. Post CSS, here we go. That's not what I want to do, I think. Yeah, I don't think this is what I want to do. Post CSS, this is what I want. But it needs to happen synchronously, so maybe I should just use the CLI and shell out to make it synchronous. That's probably what I'll do. So post CSS config. Yeah, this is what I'll do. I don't think that I need to specify a config. So here's what I'll start by creating my post CSS config.js. And let's go to Tailwind CSS. We'll look at configuration. And okay, so then my post CSS config auto prefixer. I know they've got an example. Oh, whoops, this is going to link me out there. Here we go. This is what I want. What is the import? Cool. We can do that. I don't need nesting. Yeah, okay. Well, I actually don't need any of that stuff, really. Well, I guess I need the import thing. So we'll do that. And paste that here. Then we got to import all, or require all of these. Oh, I've got that one. So we'll npm install that. And it's got to be a regular dependency. It's kind of weird, but it does. So it'll work in Code Sandbox. I'm screencasting this. Forgot I can do that. Nice. I'm on the big screen. Just joined, but can't. It would be really awesome if you do your stuffs on a fresh project. Sometimes it gets hard to follow you. Sorry. I do this stuff for free, so I appreciate your feedback, but I'm doing this for me. So, okay, great. We've got those things installed. Now if I run, well, I need to install post CSS, huh? CSS, yeah. npm install, and this one I can make a dev dependency, or no, I need to make it a regular dependency as well. Yeah, I think it's just, yeah, post CSS. Does create React app CO? I don't know what Croco. I don't know what that means. That's what I usually use to configure unejected create React app. I'm guessing this is like a React Rewired or whatever React app rewired thing, a customized create React app. And I don't think that does work in Code Sandbox, but I could be wrong. Okay, cool. So now post CSS. Why is post CSS not showing up in my autocomplete? Node modules bin post CSS. Huh. That is strange. CLI. Oh, I need to install post CSS CLI. Okay, fine. Post CSS CLI. My opinion on TypeScript is use it. Do links not show up on YouTube chat? Links do not show up on YouTube chat if they're from you. And that's just the way life is. Hey there, Julian. I'm not sure how to say your name, but hi. Do I even Vim? I Vimmed for like 2.5 years and then decided I didn't want to Vim anymore. Will you make a PR in your repo so we can look later? Can't follow you right now. I'm at work. You'll be able to see the commit. I'm not going to make a PR or anything, but you can look at the commit where I do this. TypeScript is love. There it is. Okay, cool. So now I can post CSS. Post CSS. What? What is this? Why can't I have a thing set up so that it'll resolve node modules.bin first, but that doesn't seem to be working. That's annoying. Well, I'll have to figure that out later. But in any case, we've got post CSS, output, and then my input. Okay, so output, I'm guessing that's the output. Here, let's just do help first. And let's try that again. Okay, so I just want, yeah, output. Yeah, very good. So output node modules dot cache dot post CSS or yeah, app post CSS styles dot CSS, and then our input is going to be source styles. Well, I need to have an input file. So let me make that. Oh, here, let me make sure that this works really quick. Blog, or no, workshops. There they are, sweet. Only 7 spots remaining. Yeah, people will really like this one. Yeah, and then we've got tickets for individual ones left still too. It's going to be great. Okay, so we're looking at post CSS or Tailwind configuration. Here we go. Installation maybe. There we go. Need to have this. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. Okay, cool. So then we can go tailwind.css. Okay. And then we'll say tailwind.css. And it's done. Go to our node modules, cache, app post CSS, styles. Ta-da! And it's just all the things. Okay, cool. That's good. And I'm guessing that'll work with my config and everything. So that's perfect. And actually here, let's double check something. That auto prefixer was working. Yeah, there it is. Boom. Maybe that was something they were doing. That looks like auto prefixer stuff. WebKit. Yeah, that's probably auto fixer, whatever. Cool. That's great. I'm actually thinking about only doing this in production. So filter boolean is prod. And then that way I don't have to deal with that. Yep, there we go. And it's gone. Sweet. So then, like, as I'm developing, I don't have to look at all the auto prefixed stuff, and it just happens in production, which would be nice. Okay. Why not use NPX? Yeah, it's not part of my workflow yet, because I've been so used to being able to just say post CSS. Hey, wait. I'm just not getting autocomplete for it, but I can do it. Nice. I don't know why I'm not getting autocomplete for it. Yeah, but I say which post CSS, and that's coming from my node modules. I don't know. I don't know why I'm not getting autocomplete, but I'll have to look into that later. Sweet. Okay, so now this means that I can change the default Tailwind styles. I can add whatever else, but I'm still just running it in here. So now I've got to make it so that it runs in here. So I'm going to get spawn sync from require. I can't do non-standard JavaScript stuff in here, so it's got to be all require and module exports and stuff. Spawn sync, and we'll do node modules bin post CSS. Yeah, all of this same stuff. Okay. Great. And standard out, ignore, shell, true. And then result, if result status is not, oh, actually, this is what I want. Result, there we go, is not 0, then we'll throw a new error. Post CSS failure, and this is going to be result status console.error error code or status exit code. That's what I'm looking for. Exit status. There we go. Result standard out, and Standard error. Okay. And then we'll return an import to that file. That should work. Pretty sure that'll work. Okay. So then this will just turn into an import of that and that Tailwind CSS thing. So here, let's move all this to Tailwind here, and Tailwind Cogen, and this will now need to Tailwind. Okay. I think this will work. Let's try it. And if that works, then we can start talking about purge CSS. Hey, okay, all right. Now, hold on a second. So it popped up and it is running, but let's get rid of this because I'm not actually importing that file, so that wouldn't matter anyway. So we're going to get rid of this import right there. And wait, where was I? Bootstrap here. We're going to import styles Tailwind. Yep. All right, let's try that again. Okay, that failed. It's odd, actually. It did not fail in the way I thought it would. Tailwind Cogen. That is spelled correctly. Weird. Huh. Oh, haha. Ha. Fix that. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So this got wrapped in an immediately invoked function expression. I wonder why. That's very strange. That should not be. Oh, I know. Console log, hi. I bet this will work. Nope, okay, that doesn't work. Huh, interesting. Okay, in that case, let's try this. There we go. Okay, I'm not sure why it was wrapping it in immediately invoked function expression, but that requires fine too. I don't really care. I'd love to use Tailwind more, but the lack of editor support kills it. I'd love if I could have consistent autocomplete in and outside of class name prop and warnings on invalid classes. It feels like this should exist, but all the solutions are half-baked. Yes, I read the whole thing because I agree exactly. It is so frustrating. Yeah. Missing quote in the choir. Yeah, thank you. Tilde. Tilde. Where is the tilde? I didn't have a tilde. Right? Why is this so hard? It's not hard. I mean, yeah, it's hard. It's hard because I'm not doing, I'm doing non-standard stuff. I'm blazing my own trail. If I were going along with what you're supposed to do, then this would not be hard, or it would not be as hard. Okay, well, the build worked. It compiled successfully, but didn't appear to work. So let's see what's going on here. Oh, it did. Okay, well, that's cool. And Tailwind is working. So check this out. Now, if I want to configure something, I can go to Tailwind. I'm pretty sure it won't like just magically automatically work, which is too bad. But if I restart the server, or if I actually come in here and resave this file, then it should run again. But yeah, let's figure out how do we. I'm gonna move this over here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And configuration. Okay, wait, there was something I wanted to do for sure, and that's the colors. And they had an example of primary theme. Okay, cool. So primary, sure, we'll just go with that. And then I come in here, I hit save, and it'll recompile. Sweet. And so then I can come to my components lib. And we'll say bg primary. Save that. And I need a button. There. Ta-da! Something worked, but something didn't. So bg primary, and it looks like bg primary isn't getting properly added, or maybe I'm using it wrong. Getting some comments here. If we could lint and autocomplete the TW function, that's I think the macro thing. Should use extend, otherwise you'll overwrite. Sometimes is what to do. Yeah, I need to extend, I think. But I don't think that's my problem here. Let's see, what is the extend, theme extend. So I need to rerun the build, and I want to find out if I delete this. And then I go into here, into this, and hit save. Will that recreate that file? It should. Nope, it does not. Oh, it does. Very good. Primary. There it is. Okay, so now it looks like it's working. So coming over here. Huh. bg primary. I think that's in this file. BG primary. Yep, we've got BG primaries all over this file. What's going on here? Yeah. Yeah, 15 of them. And it's the color I wanted, I think. Yeah. Don't worry, the recording, when I live stream to YouTube, it just stays at that same URL. Welcome to YouTube live streams. I guess the top chat yeeted it. Sorry. Yeah, Tailwind plus CSS prop is closest to Nirvana workflow. Yeah. Here's what I would recommend for you, you new at testing. Testing javascript.com. Go enjoy that. You'll love it. I've worked really hard on it so that you can learn testing. Why am I refactoring to use Tailwind in the first place? I've explained this a lot. This is probably the last time I'll answer this question, but I'm teaching people how to build React applications, and I want them to be successful in doing so. And I feel like it's easier for people to pick up something like Tailwind than CSS and JS, which is what I would recommend otherwise. And Tailwind is pretty awesome. So that is why. Okay, so I am at least generating the right file. I'm thinking maybe Webpack has the file cached or something. So let me just rerun this again, and maybe that'll fix it. There we go. There it is. Sweet. It works. It totally works. I can customize Tailwind. That's brilliant. Okay, so what this means is I can go to my colors that I had before, and here's my primary. It's going to be this one. And my, let's see. What was I using before? Here's my grays. Okay, so gray, all these gray. So regular gray is this, and gray 10 will be the gray 200, I guess. Gray 20. And that's as far as I'll go, I guess. And then, yeah, this is going to be my primary. And my secondary, I guess I never had a secondary. Secondary was just gray. So that's what we'll do. Except that's like super light. Have it be this one. Except I don't know what that looks like, so let's do, tell me what that looks like. What is that? Okay, sure. We'll fix it if we want. And then this is primary. Maybe I should primary dark. And maybe this should be hyphenated to. Oh wait, we don't need the brackets. And primary. Here, actually, we'll do this as primary 200, primary 800. I don't know. And then secondary. I don't. Yeah, I think we just made that the gray. And then we've got yellow, green, and danger. I'm going to call that warning, success, and danger. Okay, cool. So then, only when I make changes to this do I need to rerun the server. And I don't make changes to it very often. So this blue will turn into my original indigo. There it is. And my secondary is like not looking great because I changed all the grays and stuff. So I probably want this gray to be 100. Maybe 200. If I go to the React bookshelf, log out, then these should look very similar, at least in color. I think they're basically the same. I think this one's darker. Here. RGBA, oh goodness. Okay, yeah, they are slightly different. So I think this one needs to be 300. Huh. That's interesting. What is, let's look at the source then, I guess. So we'll go to GitHub, GitHub bookshelf. Do you need those colors specifically? I think you can init the complete default Tailwind config. I don't want to do that. Yeah. I don't want to get overwhelmed by the huge number of options. I'm not gonna override any more than what you see here. So I'm good. I'm not gonna be copying anything that they have. Yeah. Okay, sweet. So this is master. I'm working in a branch, and I want to look for the unauthenticated app. And our register login form. Variant secondary. Okay, yeah, so now we're going to lib.js. Secondary colors gray. Okay, so we're gonna go to colors. Gray was this. So that's what I used, and I think that's what I set to be 100. Huh, interesting. Okay, that's fine. Yep, that looks good. All right, sweet. So let's go back to this. Here, colors. Are we using colors still? Yeah, we are. Okay, so we can't get rid of this yet, but we can. I'm looking for the lib. Gray is 100. There we go. And then the colors text, that is this. And I guess I'll put that in here as well. Text. Maybe I'll make this the 800. Yep, okay. I changed the Tailwind config. I don't mind, because I don't change the Tailwind config that much, so I don't mind having to restart the server when I change the Tailwind config. And people who are working in this workshop will not be changing the config, so sweet. So those colors are different, and that's just because I think I'm using the wrong border blue 700. If I do border primary, yep. Very good. And then if I do gray 100, or maybe 200. Yep. Sweet. Okay. Blue. Primary. And actually, I think I want this to be primary. Let's go this. Hover. Or hover. Color is the same as the border, so it is primary. Yep. Okay. And then here, text primary, and then primary dark, I think is what I called it, right? Or primary 800. There we go. And I come here and boom, there. Oh, that's lighter. Okay. So this should actually be 100, and this will be 800, maybe. Okay, let's save this. Cut this, save, boom, boom. Yeah, you can't, it's an imperceptible difference between those two. And also this, I guess I didn't save that or something, because I think that color is wrong. Yeah, blue 700. Huh. Blue 700. That's nowhere to be found in here. That is very odd. Oh, I didn't save it. Ta-da! There we go. That's better. That difference is just fine. I don't really care that much. Cool. Okay, this is looking good. Sweet. So I'm going to go ahead and commit this. Oh, I just noticed I don't have the chat. It just disappeared. So let me pop that out again. Sorry if I missed stuff. Sweet. Thanks for helping each other out. Okay, so... Oh, that's weird. Oh, right. Different resolution. I was just going back and forth on my screen and like, wait a second. Yeah, but that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to commit this and push it up, and let's see if this works like I expect it to in Code Sandbox. Git commit support Tailwind config. Oh, and my tests are still broken. Got to fix those. This is what you do when you're on a work in progress branch. Okay, sweet. So now we'll go to Code Sandbox, Sandbox, GitHub, Bookshelf, Work in Progress, React Query. Isn't Code Sandbox amazing? It's just amazing to me. I think it's amazing. It is like, it does have its problems. There are problems right now with tests, but for the most part, it's remarkably good. Okay, resolving dependencies, doing all that jazz. Hey, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and it looks like we have some problems. I cannot use child process, and so rather than child process, we need to figure out a way to make this run synchronously. Post CSS synchronous. Yeah, plugins, process. That is fascinating. I don't think it's a good idea, but it is interesting that they allow that. Okay, cool. So let's give that a whirl. Okay. Okay, so we can't do this, but we can require post CSS. And we'll say post CSS, and we let's see. Plugins. Okay, so I guess we'll, I want to just require that config. Right, or how does that, yeah, okay. Require, let's see, yeah, we just go up. Post CSS config dot plugins, and we'll do dot process, and then CSS, and actually let's just grab this, who needs that, and we'll put it just as a string right here. Or yeah, we can do, oops. .css. CSS string equals that. And then we'll need, ooh, this is not going to work. Dang it. I don't think that I can write a file, but we'll see. Yeah, now that I think about it, this won't work on Code Sandbox. What a bummer. Write file sync, and the path will be this path, const CSS output file. Oh wait, no, that's the input. My bad. We'll just put it right here. I thought I was going to be able to reuse it, but it is not quite in the right format, so it's fine. Oops. Okay, and that's okay. So if I just run node source, where styles, tailwind, codegen, then that should generate that file. Remove node modules, cache, app, post CSS. Oh, and we'll want to make that directory if not fs.exist sync create or make dir sync so, and then we'll run this again, and it worked, or at least it exited. So then cat node modules cache app. Oh, right, node. Here, let's just call it. Okay, there we go. Ah, rats. We've got async plugins. Dang it. Well, and this has to be synchronous because Babel plugins have to be synchronous. Well, looks like this won't work in Code Sandbox. Darn it, that's too bad. At least I can't customize stuff. But if I don't care about customizing, then it will work in Code Sandbox. Yeah. Dang it. Okay, so Code Sandbox, I can't do this because it is asynchronous. Can you just return the results of the post CSS function every time? I don't know what that means. Why does it have to go to a cache file? Oh. Yeah, I could try twin macro. So, yeah. Okay, so the reason I can't just return the results of the post CSS function is because this has to be synchronous. Babel plugins have to be synchronous. And if I return the results of the CSS function, then this CodeGen macro will get replaced with CSS, and that's not going to work. So no, I have to make a cache file. And then the thing that gets imported will be a CSS file, so it will be handled like a CSS file, like everything else that is handled via CSS. So, and yeah, twin macro I'm sure can be customized. It's just like going against the grain, and I don't want to teach people how to go against the grain. You know, like my intent is that like, what is my intent? I want people to be successful using legit tools in legit ways. The only reason I'm doing it this way is so that it will work in Code Sandbox. I mean, what I have like works, or what I had before, that works pretty well. It's pretty cool. So, given this is not going to work, I can undo all this. And I need to add the git checkout source styles tailwind CSS. Add that back. So this works. Like if somebody wants to do things this way, it works great. You can customize. The only stipulation or problem is that when you change this, you have to restart your server, but like that's fine. It works great. So yeah, the only weird thing I have to do is if I want it to work in Code Sandbox, I can't do it this way. Now, twin macro is interesting. I'd have to use it with emotion, which is probably fine. I like emotion. That's pretty cool. I'm guessing that's like a build failure or something. That's awesome. Yeah, I looked at this yesterday. Except container. Why doesn't it support container? I don't think I want to do that anyway. I'm curious why it can't support container though. This is a cool feature. I feel like I'd rather have that supported like built in. It seems like they're adding a bunch of features that should probably be plugins or something. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Oh, gee. It's in alpha. I wonder why it's in alpha. Oh, oops. It bothers me that this doesn't update the URL. I guess the nice thing about this is that you can combine this with the CSS prop and not have to use regular CSS. It's unlikely you'll get autocomplete, but at least you'd get, man, and autocomplete is just so helpful when you're learning this stuff. But at least you get compile time warnings. I'm guessing that's what that is. Or maybe it's like logs in the console or something. It's, you know what? It's so cool to see people using this package that I wrote to build stuff. And now I'm using stuff that people wrote that uses my stuff. It's pretty cool. Like, yeah, I'm the one who decided that's what that config is going to be called, and that's what this is going to be called in the package JSON, and that's how this is going to work, and that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I should do this, because I've been using Emotion for a very long time, and I love it. I'd love to recommend people use it. I think one of my kids wants to read a book, so it'll just be a few minutes. whoops, I forgot to pull the... Doesn't that look kind of funny? I think that looks kind of funny. Okay. So, I still don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's say I'm building an app today. What am I going to use? I'm going to use Create React App. I really am. I know that lots of people are like, whoa, Gatsby, Next, JS, whatever. I don't know what I would use. For goodness sake. The nice thing about Create React App is it doesn't like it doesn't let you choose stuff. And that's kind of nice. Oh, you can't hear me? Check your thing, cause yeah, okay, good. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Cause maybe if I just see what they're suggesting here. I guess the nice thing is you can use it with Gatsby or Next or whatever you want to use it with. So I don't necessarily want to make styled stuff. Yeah, reading to the kids, that's a big thing for me. So, like, it used to be pretty easy to choose the styling solution for a while because it was all just like, I'm absolutely 100% going to be using emotion with the CSS prop. But now I don't know. Yeah, see, this is cool, being able to combine stuff. Wow. Fancy. Yeah, theme UI, let's take a look at that. Is it free for open source or something, or what's the... Oh wait, theme UI, no, I'm thinking of, what's that thing based on Tailwind UI? Yeah, that's right. That was the thing I was thinking you were talking about. But theme UI I've also heard of. Hold on a sec. Okay, so here's the way this goes down. Yeah. Yeah, there are lots of these different UI libraries. I've tried many of them. I don't like most things about most of them. There are people who just swear by things. Yeah, see, and they all have like their different formats and stuff. SX, like who knows what that is? I don't know. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna use this. What I like about Twin is I can say, hey, here we're gonna just use Tailwind. We'll just import it. Oh no, our bundle is huge, and so we'll use Twin instead. Yeah, I don't like purge CSS at all. I don't like that. I feel like it's just so prone to mistakes. Time to make a new one. No! I've done this before. I've been down this path. Glamorous. Glamorous. There we go. And it is deprecated in favor of emotion. Yep. Still getting lots of downloads, but it's slowly decreasing. Very slowly. It'll flatten out eventually. Last published a year ago. Yeah, I thought it was 2018. There we go. Huh. Yep. We had shirts. I have one of each of these. My kids wear them for pajamas now. Yeah, so I've been here. I don't want to do that. Okay, wait. So, import. Wait, we've got JSX from emotion core. Because I do not like giving names to everything under the sun. Oh, come on. So this button set thing, I'd much rather not do this way. And instead, I'd rather it just be boo. No, I'm not going to make anything new. Why is this taking so long to compile? Come on, man. Refresh the whole thing. Code Sandbox is awesome, but sometimes it can be really finicky and unreliable, and that's really annoying. Like sometimes it's super fast at this step, and other times it's like, I don't know, I'm just sitting around doing who knows what. Okay, yeah, what I want to do is div CSS and put this in here. And then if I want to have multiples of these, I'm pretty sure you can do an array. in the CSS prop. And you can say background color blue. Boom. See, I'm actually pretty cool with that. And then if we could get an extension for a code editor or something, but let's see, we do that, and then what happens? Nice. It's a compilation error, and it gives you a... Okay, I'm in. This is what we're gonna do. Yep, still using Tailwind, but now we don't have to worry about bundle sizes growing enormous or purge CSS. We can configure it. We don't need to worry about auto prefixer. Okay, I gotta tweet this. And now I just hope that this gets released for real. Projects, we got projects. Version 1, what's left on this? Okay. Support custom breakpoints. That's interesting. Yeah, that's what I want right there. Huh, that's interesting. I don't know if you'll be able to successfully type this. Nope, sorry, good luck. Uh-huh. Nice. Okay. Ah, that explains why there hasn't been a release in a while. Just on holiday. That's... Where would you be on holiday right now? It's there's a virus going around. Hope you're not stuck somewhere. Good luck. Okay. Cool. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to Emotion JSX. I am actually totally fine with that. You get nice theming and all that stuff too, which is cool. Theme. Where's that theme coming from? Utils theme. What? I don't think that should work. Resolve a file at runtime? Resolve config. Maybe that's not doing what I think it's doing. Tailwind CSS resolve config. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, that's interesting. So that is for it's for client side. All right, that makes sense. Resolve config normally would be the name of a file that I would use to sorry, I just got okay. Yeah, then we get the theme there, and we use the theme provider so that we can use the theme for this stuff. Okay. Why do we need the base CSS? What does that do for us? Oh. Turns out, quite a lot. Okay. That's fine. Oh, sweet. Yeah, they showed the CSS prop too. Oh, that's the Krakow thing. Does it work in Code Sandbox? Nope. No, it does not. But this does, so without ejecting, but using a different tool. So you're sort of not ejecting, but sort of you are because you're using a different tool. So, but that's okay. Okay, I think I'm good. I don't mind using this at the top of all my files. That I don't care. That's fine. Why do I have Twitter open? Okay, well let's do this then. Okay, so this works. Let me get browse. Okay, I'm going to tweet this. Oh, that's right. I was going to tweet what I'm deciding. If you want a solution of something or for using Tailwind, for using and configuring Tailwind CSS or any post CSS stuff for that matter. I think they've got a Twitter handle too, don't they? Then here's a way to make it happen. In an unejected create React app. Doesn't work in Code Sandbox, so I won't be using it, but thought you'd like it. That did not work. Okay. Note, does not require any additional scripts, which is why it's cool. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna just uninstall those things. CodeGen, PostCSS, PostCSS CLI, and PostCSS import. Actually, I probably could just yeah, let's just get revert head. Okay. And now npm install twin macro. And here we're going to install Tailwind. Okay, node modules, Tailwind, dist, base. They have base and components and utilities, but we just want base, I think. Okay, base.css. Is that where it was? Yeah. So we'll just get the base. And then let's look for all the class name stuff. Nice that twin macro seems to work though. Yeah, it works. It's gonna be fine. I actually was pretty okay with the this thing here, import JSX from motion core. I just put that up on every one of my files. That's what I had before. And then I can also use twin. Oh, my dad's calling me. 1 second. I'll be right back. just organizing our family devotional thing because we can't go to church because we're quarantined and stuff. So yeah, that's too bad. Okay, so we're going to import TW from twin macro. And sure, we can put that up here toward the top. And I like putting dependencies before, dependencies before my own code. But I don't care enough to make a lint rule about it. Okay, so then all these class names need to turn to Tailwind CSS assignments. So okay, this is CSS equals Tailwind, and then actually no, we need to do rats. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, let's do no. Okay, let's try this. We can still do this. Boom, sweet. Okay, and then put that in brackets, and then Tailwind, and then I don't, whoops, I don't think there's a way to quote. Ah, man, no way to switch quotes. Backtick, nope. Okay, well, rats. Okay, fine. If I save this, it'll go to that. Okay, that's fine. So we'll do Tailwind. Okay, so that can be backtick, and then come over here and backtick. Then I can't do the same thing for this one. And this one will also have to be on its own. And this one. Oh, nope. That one has to be on its own. Okay, cool. So then we can go to all of these and add a TW. Okay, cool. Let's see if that works. Okay, so let's log out. Interesting. Oh, because that's a button. Right. But this is, yeah, this is working. Right here. Yeah, okay, I think it's working. So then let's go to our lib. And here we'll bring in import Tailwind from twin macro. And our button, where's our button? This should probably be above. Whoop. So we'll say this is going to be our button old. Export const button equals tailwind.button. And all of their examples use template literals, but I wonder if I can invoke it instead. Let me see. Twin macro. Let's go to the repo, source, macro, references, default. Okay, for each. Okay. Yeah, so it only works with the tag. You can't invoke it, which is too bad, because I'd much rather invoke it, but that's okay. So here we're going to have these class names. And variant primary. And that. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Well, we're getting this CSS stuff. We're not getting any of our colors applied though. So the variant thing isn't working. And that makes sense because Tailwind or Twin isn't able to evaluate that. So I think if I do TW there, that should work. Hey, whoa, hold on a second. Those got sorted? I don't get autocomplete here, do I? Nope. But Headwind seems to be able to sort it, which is nice. Not this one, though. Huh. Can you please talk about macros a little? I will just give you a link to some things. Actually, I tweeted about it and I gave somebody a link who asked the same question. So let me find that. Here it is. Read, watch, and enjoy. Okay, so I'm not getting the colors applied still. But that is getting applied. Did I misspell variant somewhere, maybe? That's interesting. The function's not getting called. Is this not how you do this? I've actually never really done the template literal stuff. So it's very possible that I'm doing this wrong. Huh. Twin macro. Oh, that's how you do it. Huh. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but this function's not getting called. Wait, styled? Oh. Oh, you have to use styled to make that work. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Styled. So then we import styled from emotion styled macro. Okay. And these, yes, this needs to be a Tailwind thing here. And now actually we'll probably get sorting on this. Boom, look at that, that's fancy. Interesting. Okay, so if you want to, you can actually use this to create a div that just has that. But if you want to do anything more like conditional and vanilla, then you have to use styled. Okay, that makes sense. Styled, I think, is actually a default export. Here we go. Ta-da! Yay! Very good. All right, sweet. So now, let me finish all this, and then I can go back to configuring things the way that I wanted to. So this is going to be a Tailwind div with those things. I wonder if will it sort this? Nope. Okay. And then this one, CSS, Tailwind. Link, Tailwind, this thing. Okay, and spinner will be, oh, styles.spinner. That's right, this one I needed to, need something a little bit more special. So styled FA spinner. And, oh, and actually, you know what? This means that I don't have to do this form. I can do the object form, which I like much better. Yes, that is much better. Okay, so then here I can actually do the same thing. Or no, it's not an object, it is just an argument. This will be a tail or twin. How am I going to say that when I'm teaching it? Twin or tailwind? And then styles spinner. That will be. Yeah, let's go to our lib module. Yeah, okay. I need to go get some code from the bookshelf. Lib. Just got a text from somebody. Oh, it's noon. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get rid of this thing entirely, so goodbye. But now, let me get my spinner stuff. Yep, that'll take care of that. Okay. And then this one will be a Tailwind UL. I think this was supposed to be, what was this before? I think I did this wrong. This was a router link. And you can't do that, so we got to do a styled router link. There we go. And the book list. that. So we'll need actually this to be a styled UL. And you know what? Let's just do string of CSS. Why not? I love that it gets sorted. Thank you. That works with class names. Whoops. And this will be Tailwind button. Get rid of that and get rid of that. And here we are. Refresh. We got that spinner for just a moment. Log in. Sweet. Okay, and I lost my console log. There you are. Kind of thinking that I want to just say, nope, we never do this. We always just do a styled div like that. Yep. Because otherwise I'll have to explain when you do one or the other and when you have to switch between one and the other. So let's just do styled button with Tailwind. Yep. Now you only use this one way, and that's whenever you have some Tailwind classes, you use that, and it works great. Okay, cool. Feeling pretty good about this. So now we need to find more class names. Let's do the low-hanging fruit stuff first. So this is going to be CSS, TW, and then let's bring in the JSX thing. Get rid of that. Import twin from twin macro. There we go. And then, oh yeah, I wrapped that individually hidden, so we don't need to do that. So that's good. Here, we're gonna do this import React from React, import twin from twin macro. Okay, good. And then this will be CSS, TW. Oh, and what did I have before? I need to keep that. Oop, whoops, dink. Okay, and then not found will be, do I want a burrito? Heck yes I do. I'm actually super hungry. I'm gonna wrap this up here in just a second. Okay. Once I finish getting rid of all these class names, import TW from twin macro, CSS is TW backtick, sure would be cool if I'd get autocomplete on that, maybe one day. Okay, and then we're gonna come up here. Okay. I need to find have an idea. Okay, sweet, right? That should work. And then I can do all of these. CSS equals TW backtick all the way to the end and close the backtick and boom, save, and Prettier fixes it. Ah, rats. React, use effect. Okay. So we still need React. Import React from React. And, oh, that's nice. Border 1. It's just border. Ha! I love that. That is great. This is awesome. Grid row none. Grid rows none. Wow, that's stupendous. I love that. All right, ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3. Simple as do, re, mi. Okay, so I'm missing some padding on these. And I don't know what happened to that. Oh, I've still got a class name somewhere. Ah, whoops. Okay, so for these nav links, I'm actually going to go back to what I had before. Which was a styled thing. Import. I like to have React first. Styled, oops, styled from emotion styled macro. And no, that got to figure out something with this, actually. To do, fix this. I don't have time to fix it right now. Comment that out. To do, don't commit commented out code. Okay, that's fine. All right, so it's just the nav stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I have kind of mixed feelings, but I want to set people up for success. And so what I'll do is I'll say, here, we'll use Tailwind. It's awesome. We'll use all the class names and stuff. And then I'll say, oh my goodness, look at how our build has exploded. And there are various ways that you can solve this problem. But my favorite is with twin.macro. And then I'll show twin.macro and in combination with emotion. Maybe I'll show them side by side or something. I'll be like, here's, so here we're using this, but oh, we've got a couple of things that we need to do that are different. So let's use emotion for those. And oh, guess what? There's this thing we can combine them. I don't know. We're kind of thinking through that, but I gotta go. I'll probably stream some more this afternoon. I've got a lot of work to do. So, and I'll just jump right back into this most likely. So thanks for watching. It was fun. I learned stuff. I hope you did too. And we'll see y'all later. Bye.